We've got Kolar and Johaz in lane 2 from Lithuania, Zastutis and Korobov. In lane 3, the Spaniards, they were 4th last week, Grijalba and Sierra. In lane 4 from Hungary, Fejes and Hajdu. In lane 5, the Spaniards, Fonten and Dominguez. The Italians, Cassidy and Ticina, they were the silver medalists last week in Szeged, and right next to them in lane 7, they are the gold medalists last week from Szeged, Petrov and Still. My goodness, there's some speed in that boat. In lane number 8, the Fuchsa brothers will go for Czechia, and then in lane number 9 from the AIN, Korovashkov and Usnov, they will go from lane number 9. So Hungary, Lithuania, Spain, Hungary, Spain, Italy, the AIN, Czechia and AIN. Keep your eye on Petrov and Still in the all-white, 3rd from the bottom of the screen there, and right next to them in lane 6, the Italians. But you'd never ever rule out the Spaniards. They have got so much depth in men's canoeing, and you can guarantee they'll be up there giving this a shake at some stage. But a very even race, and they're coming forward now into the starters' hands for this men's final of the C2 500.
And there were some really close semi-finals yesterday, so some top-level racing ahead of us in this. These guys all really had to earn their spots in this A finals. They're often racing now a very clean start. Maybe lane 2, Lithuania getting the worst of it out of everyone else. The Spanish guys out to an absolute flyer though. The Spanish crew in lane 5 and in lane 3 as well. Both of them showing their really early speed in this men's C2 500 metres. Lane 1 as well, the Hungarian, that's Kolar and Yusuf out to a brilliant start. At the moment though, it is Hungary from Spain, from Hungary as well from Spain. It's the Hungarian and the Spanish championships. If we were to finish it right now, Ross, the Spanish crew there in lane 3, that's Grijalba and Sierra looking nice and calm. They're coming down up to the centre or the middle part of the race now. They need to make sure they're settled into the race. They're not expending too much energy, and they're leaving enough in the tank to really light it up on the way home.
So Petrov and Still though, they I think might have moved into the lead as you would expect. So they have gone into the front lead by probably half a boat length over the crew from Spain. That's Grijalba and Sierra. The Italians are back a little bit. They are fast finishers, but they are leaving themselves a lot of work here. Now they're starting to get busy, the Italians. Look though at the front though, it's Petrov and Still, but in lane 3 it's Grijalba and Sierra. They are the big threats here to the crew from AIN. So it's still Petrov and Still holding the lead from Grijalba and Sierra from Spain. Where are the Italians? They're starting to try and dig deep to come through, but I think they've left too much work for themselves to do at the finish, because it's still Petrov and Still holding on. The Italians trying to come through. Spain up there at the top of the field as well. Maybe the Spaniards, Grijalba and Sierra. Petrov and Still. Spain gets the win. Spain gets the win over the AIN. What a finish there. What a race there for Daniel Grijalba and Adrian Sierra. They finished off the podium last week, but they've got the gold this week. Petrov and Still hold on, gold last week, silver this week. And I think the Hungarians maybe, Fejes and Hajdu maybe got the bronze, but look at those Spaniards there. You reckon they're happy at least? Are they, what? No? Yep. I can't speak a word of Spanish, but I reckon he's saying, bloody hell, that was good. And I feel good, and I feel great, and I'd like to run through a brick wall right now if there was one in front of me, because I reckon I could do it. But well done there to Daniel Grijalba and Adrian Sierra, getting the win over Petrov and Still. And there's the Hungary. They're having a good laugh, I reckon. They're having a laugh at the expense of the Spaniards, saying, hey boys, just keep a lid on things, will you fellas? You know, we're on television here. People are seeing this sort of carrying on. They think this is normal. Well done though to the Hungarians finishing 3rd. But what a race there for the Spaniards over there at the top of the course at least.
It absolutely was, and a lot of emotion in that. I mean, the Spaniards got out to their classic fast start. It doesn't matter what event we look at, whether it's the C2s, the C1s, the K1s, the K2s, K4s. The Spanish always get out fast, but Grijalba and Sierra really able to hold on right throughout the race and capitalise on the speed that they were able to produce out of that start. It really looked like Petrov and Still was moved through the field nicely and almost were really comfortable in the lead, but I tell you what, the Spanish guys held on right to the death of this race. The focus, the intent that they had throughout it was pretty special to watch, and I think just as special as their claims at the end as we look at the slow-mo now. So no doubt Spain from the AIN, a close finishing third, but the Hungarians, Fejes and Hajdu coming in for the bronze medal. And shout out to Daniel Fejes, who's in the front of the C2. Wife Rebby back home watching this, very nervous. She's an Olympian from GB. And very nervous, I'm sure, watching this race. So coming out with a bronze medal for those guys as we look at the results now for confirmation. So Spain in first, Grijalba and Sierra 147.75 will give them the gold medal at this World Cup 2. Petrov and Still settling for the silver medal this weekend, and Fejes and Hajdu from Hungary taking home the bronze medal and bagging some very good qualification ranking points on the path to LA 2028.
Yeah, pretty happy. Of course, a lot of emotion here today. It's a very emotional day, at least. I'm feeling a bit teary myself, and I've done nothing today. I've done nothing. Oh my goodness. Isn't that lovely? So nice. There's the man who runs Spanish canoeing. He'd be happy there. His money